What's good? What's good? Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this around. It's nighttime, so I could keep it like this. I can become one of those faceless YouTubers or Facebookers when I go live, but nah, y'all already know who I am, so I can't hide now. All right, let me get across this daggum street here. All right. It's your man Rico the Opinionist. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of that. Rest in peace to rap royalty, Coolio. And he's done some videos like not last week, but a few weeks ago. Go on YouTube and check out some of his videos. Check out some of the questions they posed to him. And so, the announcement of his death this morning, y'all know. So whatever conspiracy theories y'all come up with, hey, there's get no debate from me. But again, rest in peace for Coolio. Coolio's music, he did what I consider he contributed positive music to the original hip hop culture. You know, his little wild little braids and stuff, but his little stuff, his little music had us partying and dancing. We wasn't hurting anybody and calling each other N-word and want to fight and kill other black men and destroy the black community. Shout out to Coolio. We need more brothers like him. Or we need more variety. And so his music was missed. He's going to be missed. And so we need to always, when guys are trying to be positive in their raps, with good beats and party music, we need to support them and get away from this satanic hood drill and thug rap that seems to be funneled into the systems of young adults every day, and they come out here making these bad decisions. And for anyone who wants to now renege on the old saying, music soothes the savage breasts in a man. Music does dictate one's behavior. It is true. And it's funny that when you talk about today's thug drill hood crap music, the first thing the producers of that type of rap music, the first thing they want to say, well, it's not up to me to raise your kids. It's the parents. See, that's what I call a cop out. And you're using the kids, you lazy dog. You filthy, disgusting soldier of Satan. You sick son of a bitch. You self-hating racist pissant. You know what you're doing, making money off the detriment of your own race. Because in none of those drill songs, none of those so-called thug hood songs, none of them talk about hurting any other race of people. Never talking about hurting or destroying any other religion of people. Only blacks. And y'all don't find it strange that these young hooligans that come out of the ghetto and the swamps and the cement, and the first thing the white corporate America wants to do is pay them to be niggas. And we try to defend that shit. Yeah, I understand right to free speech. I get all of that. I do, because, look, I need my opinions to be heard. But this foolishness, come on. These rappers, they'll say the most disgusting things about their own race, about their own women, about fellow black men. But as soon as people like the baby even hinted at something that almost offended the gay community, he had to go on a run for the whole goddamn summer. He had to go in hiding. Somebody had to throw him a bone to get him back on. So these rappers aren't stupid. They're just cowards. They're punks and they're bullies to their own race. And then you got this dumbass academics want to disrespect the old school. Call them what's called old niggas, dusty niggas. Just a disrespectful, chubby, Chinese face ass Negro. It's just ridiculous. And I'm glad LL Cool J came out and checked them in a very dignified way. But I don't have to be dignified with a scum like a piece of crap like that dude. Meaning for that particular commentary. I've read up and I've listened to some of the stuff DJ Academics has said. It's purposeful. He got this big podcast deal with iHeart or somebody, and so he has to keep that job going. He has a contract. So, but even under contract, you have to, respect those who made a way for you. And those brothers all the way back from 1979, Melly Mel and all those cats out of the Bronx and out of New York, who were talking about, what's that? I forgot this song. Boom, doom, 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 doom. The first called dang. Somebody come up with the name. The very first rap song. I mean, from the 79, 80s. I know rap goes all the way back to the 20s and 30s. Shout out to Cap Calloway and all those other brothers. But I'm talking about what we call bona fide rap. Those cats all went from the late 70s and the 80s. Hip hop, hip to the hip, and it all changed. It all just evolved into stuff till we got MC Hammer. MC Hammer never hurt nobody. They want to make fun of that dude because he had black kids and college kids dancing and having a blast in the parties, and girls were dancing. But we've gotten to a place where if it's not talking about killing other black men and sexually demolishing black women, we don't want to hear the music. Hell, it's so sick that black women demolish other black women in rap songs. It's, oh God. And it's the stuff that white corporate America pushes on the inner city. Yeah, their kids listen to it, but it doesn't affect them the way it impacts black kids. So I just want to say, shout out to Coolio, shout out to Flo Rida, shout out to Will Smith, shout out to Diggable Planets, shout out to Lauryn Hill, shout out to Queen Latifah, queen out to Mona in the Middle, Moni Love, shout out to MC Light, shout out to all, even the brother that wore the polka dots. Shout out to him. He was cool too. Forget his name. It'll come to me after this live. For all those brothers the Jungle Brothers, shout out to them. Shout out to all the ones that we partied and we're educated. Shout out to Public Enemy, Chuck D and all, and Professor Griff. Shout out. All of those guys. They made pennies on a dollar. They went through it so people like DJ Academics and all these little drug trill little bastards can make millions of dollars. They made it possible for y'all. So y'all respect the elders. Don't do that. But I brought up the tribute to Coolio because all of a sudden this question came up. How come so many black men are dying prematurely? How come so many black men are dying so early? I said, wait a minute, y'all didn't have to equate Coolio's untimely death or his passing to a larger issue that we've been discussing for the past 25, 30 years. And then they brought out this list of rappers who's passed away in the last couple of years since 2020, and everybody named was like between 47 and 49 or 47 and I think 60 years old, because somebody was like 60 who passed away, or older rappers. And so I don't know how those older rappers are passing away. Maybe situations in their lives, right? But we're still posing the question like we're stupid. We don't know what's going on with black boys and black men. See, that right there is so disingenuous. People are writing articles and all the blogs. Are y'all trying to distract us from what actually possibly killed Coolio or something? Y'all all of a sudden come out, why are black men dying so early? Y'all know why black men are dying early. Y'all know why black boys are dying early. Hell, they'll never get a chance to be little boys. Fatherless homes, single motherhood, inner city living, and black boys being told in their households at 6, 7, 8, 12, 14 years old, they got to be the man in the house because they lazy mammy decide to get pregnant by a thug and then give birth to a baby in the ghetto. And then not only with that one male child, she decided to have 3 and 4 and 5 kids by 6 different baby daddies, and then assigned the little boy the position of man of the house. How the hell he gonna even have a life? Because this lazy bitch don't know how to keep her legs closed. Don't know how to make the decision not to have no baby in the 9th grade or the 10th grade, or have a baby outside of wedlock. She doesn't know how to make the decision to make sure she has a stable life, then to get a husband and have a stable marriage. Then you bring children. Hell, y'all wondering why black boys are dying. You act like y'all don't even read. Well, you're not acting. You don't read. Michael Porter has a book that he wrote years ago called "Kill Them Before They Grow." Talking about black boys. Dr. Naeem Akbar wrote a series of books. One of them is called "Vision for Black Men." It's talking about black boys. Dr. Jawanza Kunjufu wrote 3 books called "Countering the Conspiracy to Destroy Black Boys." You got all this other BS going on. But nobody's taking time to read. Hell, you don't even have to read. Just look. You know what you're doing to black boys. They're everybody's utility. Economic utility, emotional utility, sexual utility, entertainment utility, everything else. We don't view black boys as people. And you're wondering why we have such a short lifespan. Hell, this American culture killing black boys. And a lot of our people are helping. We don't have to get it. Do I need to mention the systematic aspect of it? Every time he sneezes, he gets a felony just for sneezing. All this research out here telling y'all why black boys, some of them can't make it to 17 years old before getting a felony. They're going to jail early, committing crimes because they trying to help their single mother. I know y'all get tired of me talking about them broads. But hell, why am I the only one talking about it? I know I'm not the only one. I'm just joining in. We need more and more to talk about the dangers and the negativity of single motherhood. And the women can control it, but they won't. Because they made a deal with their white daddy, Zaddy, in 1965, Lyndon Baines Johnson. He said, look, I'll give you food stamps, I'll give you welfare. As long as you got to keep the man at the house. Oh, don't worry about birth control. I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you financially with crumbs to help you raise the kid. Know damn well in his household, it takes a mother and a father and mental stability to raise children, not just money. Because a lot of poor people who are together, husband and wife, but the man's ahead of the relationship, ahead of their household, the children come out just fine. So y'all bought into this foolishness. Just because Nick Cannon's a millionaire, he can take care of all his kids. That's stupid. Future got what, 9, 10, 11? All those kids are fatherless. And y'all don't believe in the power of fathers being in kids' household for some reason. I know statistics show that black men are the most involved. It doesn't say they're the most in the household. So you got to read everything. Just don't read parts of it. And so I don't like that people try to put the two together. Julio's death, and then ask the question, why are so many black men dying prematurely? You know damn well why they're dying prematurely. You know damn well why black boys can't hardly make it. And that whole inner city hood thing is systematically and on purpose. Yeah, we don't even vote right to even try to change the situation. We keep voting Democrat after Democrat, and keeps black boys in danger. Every time the woman decides to get pregnant by a thug or someone else's husband and she's poor, the poor little baby boy and the baby girl got to grow up poor in the goddamn ghetto. Now this stupid broad don't know how to, she don't know how to realize, look, I'm broke. Or this an outside baby. This an outside baby. So now I need to stop what the fuck I'm doing. No. She continues. You're wondering why they're dying. If you understand that black boys and black males, they're the number one threat in this society. If they were to completely be nourished and nurtured and brought up appropriately, then you'll see some. But somehow we got fooled into thinking that girls are the biggest threat in this society. Girls are not. Girls know why? Because they have vaginas. History can show you. In every war, they've always said, kill all the men. Take out the boys. Leave the women and children. Why do you think they did that? Because women just comply. Whoever's in power, women just comply with the victor or whoever the invaders. Just read whoever the invaders are. Just read any historical, any history, any story about any war. It'll tell you the same thing. The women just comply. They kill the men, spare the women and children. Even the little story Titanic. Put all the women on the boat, and I guess the men gonna grow fins and shit and grow wings. Yeah, they were supposed to survive that Arctic blast that the ship sinking. Or they grow wings and fins, turn into dolphins or something by the women get a chance to get on the boat and the children. And so I'm not mad at all the men who put on wigs and dresses and snuck on one of them boats. I've done the same damn thing. Y'all got the game wrong. How the fuck they get to live? I want to live too. Yeah. So we're gonna have to change change the way we think in our community. We got to change the way we think in this country. But our community is hit hardest. So stop asking these stupid ass questions. Well, how come black men are dying so maturely? Yeah, just like everybody else. Stress. God damn it. Poor health and poor eating. What's driving it? Go back home and you'll see what's driving it. Go back to any inner city. Look at these black boys where they got to come up in. Got to come up in domestic violence. They got to come up in these single mother households. They got to feel like they have to protect their mama because all she wants to do is have in-house penis because she couldn't keep the original penis that created those children or that child. So the black boys feel that innate pressure to protect their mothers. And then you got depression and anger and all these things that are driving the mental health of black boys. This is ridiculous. Got all these intelligent blacks around here. All they want to do is tell you who to vote for Joe Biden and shit. All they want to do is tell black y'all go to church. But none of these lawyers, none of these black doctors, none of these black professors, none of them go and raise money or to put out flyers or at least hold city to city town hall meetings speaking against single motherhood, speaking against the systematic aiding of single motherhood. They don't do that. They want to talk about everything, how badly boys are acting and how they're behaving, but you never go to the source. But anyway, I just want to share that. Rest in peace, Coolio. Y'all stop disrespecting the old school rappers. If it wasn't for the old schools, you wouldn't have no Pooh Shiesty. You wouldn't have no Uzi Vert. You wouldn't have no Moneybag Yo. You wouldn't have no Glorilla. You wouldn't have none of these, City Girls. You wouldn't have none of these folks, who started off positive. You wouldn't have none of that. If it wasn't for the old school rappers who started off in the beginning getting paid peanuts for their natural born talents. Now y'all get to sell y'all talents for millions of dollars. A lot of you still getting screwed. Yeah. But anyway, y'all be cool. I'll talk to you later. Rico the Opinionist. I'm on all the social media platforms. My cash out the same, y'all. $ Rico the Opinionist, OPINIONIST. Now my book is still for sale. It's in the PDF format. If you like to purchase it, it's called The Greatest Pain Ever Felt. Conversation with an absent biological father who never wanted to be found. So I think it's roughly like 45 to 50 pages. From what people have told me, it's a page turner. Just hit your boy $10 on that Cash App and send me an email in that little line, and I'll send it to you. Or not, just hit your boy on the Cash App, period. If you're cool with me, fool with me. Shout out to Raider J out of Memphis. Y'all be cool. We'll talk later. Peace.